I need to set one thing straight, and I need to set it now. Furries are not bad people. We are literally people who appreciate the art of anthropomorphism. That's all that it is. Point blank, period. There is no need to be out here targeting specific furries for your own harassment. The idea of people going out of their way just to find, because we all know you're trying to find us, harass, and at worst case scenarios, silence us by mass reporting our channels and have our one source of income taken from us. And that's what happened to the one fur that got me to enjoy this community the most, Odin Wolf. Hello, my lovely kittens, it's Perry. And today I will be discussing how one of my most beloved creators got targeted, mass reported, and how this lovely app we come to know since 2006 refused to do anything about the false reports and give his channel back. Remember, if you love seeing my cat face, then please subscribe for more. And if you like the content I make in general, then a like would be appreciated. Each like lets me know how many people enjoy what I make, even if it's with subpar editing software. If you also want to be notified whenever I release a monthly video, then click the bell. Now, back to this video's topic. Let's remove the labels. Let's sit down and close our eyes and imagine yourself. Imagine you are in a 15-year-old girl's room, drawing away in your sketchbook, because a topic for another time, you were grounded or imprisoned for the third month in a row, and you didn't have anything else to do but read, and you hated reading. As the imprisonment felt longer as the months went by, you ended up finding yourself in a mental hospital in Florida, just to be told you're making it all up and that you're manipulative. No one who was there believed you were hurting on the inside, and even 8 years later, they still don't believe you. You start to remember when you were smaller, say at the age of 7. You would go onto this new site called YouTube and see all the funny videos the OGs used to make. But your main source of enjoyment came from the Sonic recolor videos, with music in the background, way before the whole copyright thing existed, when you could have any song you want with no repercussions. You would remember how if you saw a picture you liked, you'd pause the video on full screen and trace the picture on printer paper and color them with your Crayola markers. You remember how you put all those drawings in a white binder you still have to this day, as even though you know they aren't your original pieces, you still hold on to them as you know they were the start of your artistic journey. Now, almost 16, and you wonder why your life has crumbled to such a state of depression and self-loathing. That the adults around you would rather blame you for the problems you know you caused yourself, but never bothered to ask me why. Because at that time, I knew why I did the things I did, but they didn't care about the why. They just cared about the when and the how, and that I deserved to get everything taken from me, regardless of what I felt. I understood my phone being taken. I understood my tablet, but with every passing thing being removed, it felt like a prison. A prison with no door because I didn't deserve privacy. A 16-year-old girl who couldn't even walk comfortably in her own home, fearing she'd be yelled at for something else she didn't know she did wrong. Only one good thing came to me that year. It was the most simplest of things, but it's one I hold close to me. Because even though my home life was hell, school was my only escape. The one semester I was at that school, I had no bullies. I had no drama. All I had were people who were my friends and people who only tolerated me because of assignments. I had badass teachers, and even with the one who we didn't see eye to eye, I still had friends in his class that I still liked going to it. This one moment was my birthday, when I turned 16. I was a freshman and the senior who took me in as his school child had given me a new stuffed animal. It wasn't really new, it was his. He decided to give me one of his own stuffed animals, and I still have it today. It was a green and white cat with a pink bow on her tail, which said tail is 3 times the size of her body. I feel upset that I don't remember the name he gave her, but I renamed her Periwinkle. Thankfully, I was able to move away from the home I was in, but not without mental scars. And with these scars, I drew more. I practiced more, and ended up wanting to draw Perry based on the plush I was given. I started uploading on DeviantArt my pieces of these animals on 2 legs, and I didn't even know how to name yet. I followed these deviators and did art trades with them, still not knowing the fandom existed. I just thought we were artists who just couldn't draw people, so chose to draw animals instead. Until late 2017, I came across a relatively new YouTuber, Odin Wolf. I would watch every single video of his within the hour of its release. Over 300 videos, and then some on his After Dark channel I began watching once the channel was made. I found out there were more people who had my same interests and had no idea what furry was until Odin. And his termination is why I'm making this video. Odin started off with funny videos that didn't really have a purpose like many channels did at the start. But in the later years, he developed into a furry safe space. He would talk about the weird parts of the fandom and clearly state in these videos that, yeah, furries are weird, but that's okay. I made that acknowledgement, and what I'm interested in isn't the norm. But god damn it, when is normal ever fun? Odin had received his termination email from this app early November. That notice is why I decided not to release a November video, because I couldn't bring myself to finish editing it in time, and I felt like I was dealing with the loss. Odin was my comfort channel, and now it's gone. And today we still don't know why. Idea that some anti-fur decided to mass report his channel with nothing, knowing he didn't violate any guidelines. The app team, as I can see it, are just too damn lazy to get a real person to review and get his channel back up. This team does not care about their creators, because as of his termination, Odin was bringing in quite a bit of revenue to this app. Thankfully, he was able to continue his income under his After Dark name, NidoFlow, and make money off his adult content and his own adult supply store. But if this is the direction he decides to take full time, now, he was already doing this, and I'm not saying there's anything wrong with adult industry workers, but it looks like he was pushed into doing it full time. This app is literally telling their creators that they don't need them and would rather they work at an 18 or hell, 21 plus bar and make money by shaking their ass. Odin lost so much income and now feels adult content is what he's meant to do because of the unlawful termination. So anti-furs, if you made it this far into my video, I don't know why you decided to fester and try and see what you can't use against me, but I have a message for you. Dear anti-furs, why? Why waste your time brooding over a community that doesn't really care about you? Why do you waste so much of your own time targeting us on Twitter or trolling our comments when we already know you hate us? All that I can say is leave us alone, because this hatred is not only bad for our lives, but it's bad for yours as well. Imagine how much happier you would be if you just ignored us and stopped engaging with us. Because if you stopped engaging with us, you wouldn't get our content in your recommendations. It's that simple. But no, because of you and a small group of furries who want to spread misinformation, she knows who she is. My safe space is gone. Odin was the furry that introduced me to the community I came to love. Even if I'm still struggling to love myself after all these years, this community has given me reason. And now, the one who showed this to me is gone. Remember the damaged teenager. Remember her own inner demons, and think on how this community made her feel wanted and loved and cared for, even when she felt like her own family didn't. Even after all of this, I still hope all of my kittens wake up every morning with fruit juice and sugar. And a small message to this app team. Fuck you.